neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Would you be my neighbor? Sorry I'm running behind today, but I was outside. I actually was over at the food pantry, and today is Friday.
Yep.
They were open today with members of Snug. I guess Snug comes every so often. I don't know how often. But it's all of these African-American young men over there right now helping in our food pantry. So I had rolled past them, then I went back to take a picture. And one of the brothers came up to me and was like, as a young African-American man who grew up on the East Side and watching you, I want to thank you for speaking up for us all the time. That meant a big deal. And then when I took out the phone and all of them came into the photograph, I'm going to post it later. All of the stigma much of the stigma in our community, we really just don't do a good job, I don't think, promoting what is positive. You go by East High School at Dismissal, and outside are the Fathers Group and other folks to make sure, kids, period, can be rambunctious and to make sure there's peace.
Yeah.
We have so much good going on that it's almost a shame when people only concentrate on the negative.
Yeah.
Somebody said to me recently, well, ain't nothing going on in Buffalo. And I was like, you really don't know. There are many positive influences. We just tend to listen to the negative and the loud and not really concentrate on how much positive is going on. So I went back over there because for these brothers to be over there, handing out food, helping in the pantry, and the oldest one over there right now is 90-something years old, and she outworks everybody.
Wow.
And then you have some 25-year-old young men and 30 and 40 who out there and no customer service, KNOW, no customer service, and the importance of it. Right. And so I'm excited about that.
And Bishop, you deserve that because you always are lifting people up. You always try to lift people, and I think we try to be an example. Because you said, there's positive things happening, and there's some other issues, but let's focus on the positive and let's try to lift one another up. It's just like I used that example for that one restaurant where a guy came out and had some negative things to say.
We ain't gonna say which
I'm
restaurant.
not gonna say.
That's right.
I'm not gonna say. But we have to kind of cut that and say, hey, but what about this? Let's be the encourager for one another, and it can happen. It's not you can't tell me we don't have not one good thing to talk about.
Yeah.
We have many.
We do, and you all suited and tooted today, looking all cute.
Cute.
Got your little cute self on today. Got on nice gold.
I told you I had a Bishop Pridgeon day today.
No, you had a Rashid Wyatt day. Rashid Wyatt is walking in his own footsteps. Trust me, he is walking in his own footsteps. Hey, I found this website. Now, today I want to talk about black business, and I really want to talk about and promote, especially businesses that people don't know about. Because, again, and I planned on talking about it because of the amount of feedback I get in this community about my little food reviews.
Yes.
And the owners who thank me and say, thanks. And I don't lie on them. I told you, I've gone to places and there are things that I didn't like. I didn't get on there and say, ooh, this is good.
Right.
If the green beans wasn't good, I didn't say nothing about the green beans. I'm going to tell you, yeah. So, but I can always find something good any place you go. It's easier to find something negative. So in a little while, I'm going to let people call in. I'm going to give you the number to write down. Don't call in until I tell you, or we just going to hang up. I'm going to give you the number, and you can call in and you can describe and tell us about a business. It could be your business. Only thing you can't call in because I got a cleaners and I got a funeral home as sponsors.
Bring that up.
You can't
No
call
competition.
it. You're right. They paying the bills. But the funny thing is, I have even seen the funeral homes work together.
Absolutely.
I have seen the cleaner when one cleaners come here and brings coats in the winter, they're always our sponsor Hobson's has never complained when I've talked about it.
Right.
So that's about working together. That's the cooperative economics, the stuff we mostly only talk about, during Kwanzaa. We got to make this a way of life for us, But in a little while, I'm going to let you call area code 716-541-0866. That's area code 716-541-0866. Before we talk about that, I know you have an event coming up next week here at the church. Yes. Let's talk about that.
And thank you, Bishop. Thank you for allowing us to do it, because this whole thing started because of Power to the People. When we talked a couple of weeks ago when you were not in town, and we brought up the question, what's missing from the Black community? And the phone lines lit up. People were calling in. And the one thing that I can say about that conversation that we had just shortly on the show was that people had the negative, but they also had positive.
Yes.
And so this event that we're going to have here at True Bethel on October 25th, next Wednesday, from 6 to 7:30, is going to be facilitated by myself and Claudine Ewing from Channel 2.
Yes, the anchor,
The
Claudine,
anchor.
the anchor.
Anchor, Claudine.
She is not a fill-in anchor, not a weekend anchor. She is one of the main anchors at Channel 2.
I knew you were going to talk about
Yes,
that.
yes.
Because you've been fighting for
Yes.
African-American anchors on
Yes.
these stations.
Yes.
But Claudine, and we and her had a conversation yesterday, and she's really excited because we have to start looking at what positive are in our community. How do we come together? How do we make this thing happen? We don't have to wait on government. We can do for ourselves, but the conversation is about you. You will have an opportunity to speak. You will have an opportunity. You can vent a little bit, but we want you to pivot to the positive. What things do you recommend? And from this group, we got Sam Radford, who's going to be part of this. Miss Burgeon from MMB.
You
Mercedes.
mentioned so many names that I want to compliment. I watched Sam teach at his church the other day on YouTube. Watched his wife teach at the church on YouTube. And then last night, his son texts me while he watched me teach.
Yeah.
That meant, like, when I tell you, bruh, it meant so much to me that anybody would take the time out to watch it and then, say thank you for that.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So go ahead. I'm sorry.
But
I
that's
had
the
to.
thing.
Yeah.
We have to motivate one another.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the negative, let's put that aside. Because Sam, we had a little Zoom, and Sam says, Councilmember, if we come with negative, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing
don't
that.
nobody.
And I love
we
that.
are starting to get. I love that too, Seek, because I think the more we put that out in the atmosphere, and the more we refuse to do the little negative stuff and the little shady stuff that ain't got our people anywhere,
Right.
and how much you can fall out with somebody, you can have a difference with somebody. But how long you gonna keep that going if you got to work together? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How long are we just that angry that I'm just gonna keep this going, and I'm gonna keep dogging you in these streets, and I'm gonna keep dogging you on social media? I just think like this. People who just stay on social media hurting people is trying to prove their point in such a negative manner. They must not have a lot else going on.
Yeah.
Because when people go, "Did you see this?" First of all, in a couple of days, I'm gonna be 59 years old. If you think my day is spent going through social media posts, no, you got to be out here making it happen. You got to be out here, improving our community. You got to be out here working. You got to make money.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm
and
sorry.
it can happen. And
Yes.
that's the whole thrust behind this. Let us stop looking at others. Let's start doing for ourselves. We ain't got to hate on nobody.
Yes.
We just need to have a plan. What is our plan? How do we help one another? I had a conversation with Mercedes. She was going to be on this panel. And she was saying to me, hey, when I out there advertising my relish, some of our folks just walk by. But that's our mentality. We got to change that mentality. We need to help each other. You are one of those people when we talk about businesses in our community. Let's go and sell them out. Mr. Holmes, when we talked about the steak sandwiches, he sold out.
And
sold out.
I was in Penny's the other day buying a too expensive Bill shirt that I'm taking back.
Really?
I don't care about. Yes, number one, I'm taking it back because they ain't take the tag out. But one of your constituents came up to me and said basically that she was overweight that day because she went and got a steak sub based on our conversation, just being online.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, another gentleman came up to me and said, that he went over and how thankful he was that we had boosted his business.
Yeah.
And to me, that is what power to the people is. It's not just hollering and screaming and blaming everybody. At times, we got to take some accountability ourselves.
Right.
And last night, and my gosh, Thursday night is just, it's back. It's back.
Absolutely.
When I look in all sections of the church, got people in it. So Thursday night, last night, I talked about this and about how we worship through how we treat each other. It's not just worship, clapping your hands and praying, but that response is to present your body as a living sacrifice. So at the end of the day, when we learn how to, the Bible says to genuinely love. I don't know of any family that doesn't have differences. I just haven't met them. But at the end of the day, when they're true family, don't call me brother or sister when everything is good, and then I'm a dog when you're mad at me. That's fine. But then we need to come back together because we need each other. And that team mentality of working together, that cooperative economics, all that kind of stuff. It's important. Yeah. Somebody posted, and the reason I want to talk about Black business today, and I know you have the event, but just say the event again. When what
October
time?
25th, Wednesday, October 25th, from 6 to 7:30. What's missing in the Black community right here at True Bethel?
Yeah, and again, I'm so proud, so thankful to have our own facilities, to be able to host our own events. I ain't got to go to nobody else and beg them and all that kind of stuff. The critics say, "Oh, that's a money church." Ain't nobody complain about money church when you need a funeral, when you get food, when you got clothing, when you got a place to worship. That belongs to us.
Yes.
I ain't apologizing for that. I'm so thankful to be at a stage where I ain't apologizing for paying my bills. I ain't apologizing for having a location. So I'm really glad. And there's many places owned by us that we control. I want to say a big shout out before we talk about the businesses to Roswell Park. Roswell Park had the grand opening of 907 Michigan. I'm always going to remember that address because of 907 East Ferry. 907 Michigan, which was a house that was dilapidated, that they acquired, that many people in the community did not want to see torn down.
Right.
And I'm going to say this, and we may have had we may differ on things sometime, but Veronica Nichols was one of the biggest advocates.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to give her props on this show. Veronica Nichols and others, and Veronica wasn't even at the ribbon cutting and really hasn't said anything recently about it. But Veronica, when they were going to tear that house down, went ballistic, and others. And then they said, okay, well, what about this? Y'all get a piece of property. We'll move the house just to be able to put a parking lot there. And the community said no. Fruit Belt said no. Big ups to the Fruit Belt. And Roswell made a decision to redo that house, add on to the house, and make it a community space. So if you have cancer questions, you can just walk in. You don't have to make an appointment. Right. If you need a place for a meeting, they charge $0. And it was designed by a Black man who used to work at City Hall.
Wow.
Architect.
Wow.
He designed this
Rashawn,
thing.
yeah, Rashawn.
Rashawn designed
Rashawn
it.
is
He was the
unbelievable.
architect on it, bruh.
Yes,
Sure was.
Rashawn is
He
unbelievable.
was the architect on it.
Yes.
And if you write, the building looks best at night.
Absolutely.
You do not, you
The lights.
it's good in the day, but at night when you ride past, last night I rode past and there was a brother outside taking pictures of the building, and you could see pictures of people who had survived cancer in this huge window.
Wow.
When we got ready to cut the ribbon, something happened that I've never seen happen at a ribbon cutting. Usually it's the elected officials, it's, the VIPs. Candace Johnson, who I absolutely adore, the head of Roswell Park, said, no, y'all come up. Anybody can come up to cut the ribbon. And I don't mean standing in front of the ribbon.
No.
She had them come up
Behind
on the
ribbon.
porch.
Yep.
Wow.
To me, that was so big. So much has happened this week, and I know I got to get to the businesses. But one of the businesses that I had the opportunity to go to on my day off, I was off on Roswell's day.
Yes.
Dr. Uzo opened up a UPS store
Yeah.
in the community
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
on Broadway.
Yeah.
The first and only black-owned UPS store in the
In
state
New
of
York
New
State,
Wow.
right.
Yeah.
Wow.
The only one in New York State. Folks, if you got to have a package delivered for Amazon, have it sent there. Go ahead.
And that's exactly what I'm talking
Yes,
about.
bro.
We need to sell this man out. He's opened up in our community. Let's support him. Let's not make it an issue. And if you go there and it's an issue, please don't make it an issue for long term.
Exactly.
Because there's issues everywhere. But let's support this man. Let's support his business. I told Dr. Uzu, I'm mad because he ain't invite me. I'm like, you ain't invite me because I knew the struggle that he had getting it open, but he got it. Him and his son.
He got it open.
It's beautiful
and,
from right
and,
here.
And part of being an elected official was helping to shepherd
Yeah.
things through for him. I treat everybody the same. I don't care whether you a rich developer, whether you struggling developer. You want to do something elegant. If it's the right thing, I'm going to help shepherd it through. And what I'm so proud about, they own it, but his son, who has a MBA.
All right.
Yeah.
He said he told his son, you can go out and you can go back to New York. You can go somewhere and work for a firm, or you can work for yourself.
For yourself. Yeah.
You can build right here. He and his son was there. His family was there. It was packed in that room.
And you know what? I had a conversation with Dr. Taylor, who's going to be part of our event on Wednesday. And he talked about we have to start mobilizing and empowering these communities. And everything you said talked about the empowerment in the community.
Owen Steed says, best exercise a person can get is when we lift up others. And then Mia says this from the real estate. Thank you for including MMB Realty in the conversation.
Yeah.
Bruh,
That's the example.
This is our life, right?
Work together.
Because you can get mad. We've said this before. You can
Yes.
get mad at other folks who come to Western New York. They have their own real estate companies now. They got their own driving
Yes,
schools
they do.
now. They
Yes,
got all that.
they do.
Why get mad?
Yep.
Let's
Yes,
learn.
Learn something. Yep.
Because
Totally
we should have
agree.
known it a long time ago.
Totally agree.
Let's learn. Why can't I, if I'm going to sell real estate, why should I go somewhere else?
Yep.
If I've got people, so let's start it off right there. MMB Realty is a family-owned. Family?
No, it's three women.
Three women.
Three women who are
yes.
real estate agents
Yes.
who came together. And that's the example. Let's stop trying to do it all by ourselves. We can work together.
Well, why would I go out? Now, I'm not going to say it. Now, I've had a real estate license. Let me tell you this. Come December 31st, I'm going to do a lot of things.
Everything back on the table.
Oh, don't make me cry.
Yeah,
Come on,
come
man.
December
Come on, man.
31st.
Come on, man.
I have stayed in my lane. I've been
Yeah.
elected.
Yeah.
But come December 31st, I'm going to do whatever the heck I want to, and I'm going to make some more money. You can be mad if you want to. I ain't going to be around here begging. As long as God gives me health, my mind, and my Bible. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So it's people like that who, three women,
Yeah.
get together. If I got to sell, matter of fact, I just bought a lot and I think I'm going to sell it. I don't even want it. I don't even know why I bought it. I just bought the lot, right? So I think I'm going to sell it. But I'm going to go to a real estate agent wherever I go
Yeah.
that looks like me. Sidney Clanton, black real estate agent who died.
Yeah.
I did his funeral. I'll never forget the topic of his eulogy. Because it wasn't even my funeral. It was New Covenant, but the pastor had to go out of town. Called me and said, hey, can you do a funeral? I never did a funeral at New Covenant, ever, except this one. Sidney Clanton had Clanton Real Estate. He died. I mean, his funeral was on the day we were closing on the Humboldt House.
Okay.
The funeral was on the day. I did the eulogy called The Closing.
Ooh.
Woo! Come on. I got to pat myself on the back. Thank you, Jesus, for that. The closing. And how, the closing was happening for Humboldt, and then the closing was happening right here for his life. My point is, after Sidney died, I went and got my real estate license, and I joined Clanton Real Estate.
Wow.
End of the day, one of the best purchases, and God knows we have been blessed to purchase some wonderful things.
Yes, we have.
One of the best purchases True Bethel ever made came through Sidney Clanton. He sold Humboldt, and he's the one that found the condo.
Oh, gosh.
And then he dies. But his widow was able to benefit
Yes.
from his life. Y'all can talk all this. Listen, I said this last night in Bible study. Dr. Whitted said, I don't know if you remember when Dr. Whitted came and we were down the street and Dr. Whitted said, the choir was singing silver and gold. Silver and gold. I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold. And Dr. Whitted got behind the pulpit and said, I like that song, but I believe you can have Jesus and some silver and gold. Hey!
Glory.
Glory to his name. So I say a big up to MMB. Let me lift up this other one. Did I take it out of my pocket?
Is it underneath you? Is it underneath your laptop?
No.
You had a piece of paper. I saw it.
I don't know where it's at. Anyway, this brother, I'm going to see if I can find it. I rode past this brother yesterday, and he was doing, you saw a paper?
Yeah, you had it. You took it out. It's on the side next to you or something?
I look when you talking about a business. He was outside doing a mobile car wash. A brother, I never knew it. And so I was on my way to City Hall. I actually circled the block, as they say, went back and said, bro, can I get a card? He's like, hey, pastor. Gave me his business card that had the services. He does interior. I'm horrible with the interior of my car. Horrible. And I forgot, shut up, Mark. I can't even get it. He don't let him think. His car don't look like his nails, okay? The inside of his car. Now, he keep his nails up, but he don't keep that inside.
Well, right now, it's still a campaign car.
It don't matter.
It's
It
campaign
does not
football
matter.
season car.
People who keep up their car, keep up their car. Let me see where this is. But anyway, I went and got it, and he will come like to your business, to your house. He had a van. He was vacuuming out the car. He has shampooed the inside of your car. I'm going to see if I can find this card because I think that it's so important to promote black business.
Yeah.
When we come back, we're getting ready to go to the break. When we come back, you can call me at 541-0866, 541-0866. You can promote any business, and especially businesses we don't know about. Because I'm going to talk about this relish in a minute, because I want to buy some, but I got to figure out what I put it on. I don't know what to put it on.
No, I got
You okay? So when we come back, we're going to talk about this woman's relish.
Yes.
541-0866. I'm going over to the station in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
When it comes to something as personal as your clothes, you need to deal with somebody you can trust. That's why so many people turn to Hobson's Dry Cleaning, conveniently located in the heart of the community at 874 East Delavan at the corner of Wyoming.
When you take your clothes to Hobson's, you can trust that they'll be ready on time.
You can trust that your whites will be white.
You can trust that you'll always get a fair price and service with a smile.
You can even trust that you won't have to get out of your car if you don't want to. Hobson's has a drive-through window for your convenience.
Trust is what it's all about at Hobson's Dry Cleaning.
Hobson's Dry Cleaning, your one-stop dry cleaners serving the community for over 30 years at 874 East Delavan at the corner of Wyoming. Call 891-8298. That's 891-8298.
Ryan K. Lewis Funeral Home has 3 locations to serve you in Buffalo. 347 Peckham, 2258 Bailey Avenue, and Providence Memorial Chapel at 1275 Sycamore. Brian K. Lewis Funeral Homes offers traditional services, and they have services for all faiths. And at Brian K. Lewis Funeral Homes, they have air-conditioned parlors and chapels. Financing is available, as is limousine service. At those difficult moments in your life, Brian K. Lewis Funeral Homes is available where you are with counseling services. Call toll-free 877-885-7734. That's 877-885-7734. Or locally 845-5545. Brian K. Lewis Funeral Homes. We are here to serve you, here to serve this present age. Call today, toll-free 877-885-7734 or email info@brianklewisfuneralhome.com.
So the business that I found a little piece of paper. It's called Twin Power Mobile Car Wash and Detail. I'll just give you his number because you can look back on if you miss it. If you want to see some of his work, you can go to Facebook, Twin Power Mobile Car Wash. And his home number is area code 716-313-0556. His cell, he has it on here, is 716-217-0575. He will come to you. He does autos, vans, trucks, and boats, motorcycles, and RVs. Different prices for all of them. Car wash basic, a interior. Now, I'm going to give that price because it's $35, and he comes to you. To you. Interior detail, vacuum.
Wait, for only $35?
$35. According to this, cars 2-door and 4-door is $35. If you got a truck, it's $45. Interior, cars, $75, and a complete detail, everything. Door jams, tire shine, UV protection, windows in and out, clean and treat the leather and vinyl, vacuum and shampoo the carpet, exterior washes, $125. Twin Power.
Wow, excellent.
All right, let's talk about the relish. Anybody had any?
I've not had any, but I'm definitely going to go out and buy some. And matter of fact, Mercedes was on the front page of Health Now, and they have her in her relish. So shout out to her.
What do you put the relish on? Hot dog or something?
You can use it on hot dogs. You can use it on crackers. You can use it on like
hamburgers.
So you use it like a regular relish?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like
I might. I got to taste it, but I might try it maybe just a little bit in my potato salad because I make a slamming potato salad.
Yeah, you can try it there. I'll tell you. You know where else I had? Remember somebody had bought you one of them Christmas boxes, and it had all those sausages and relish. Yeah. I'd use it with the relish and the sausage and the crackers and stuff like that.
So, folks, this is a African American woman. Her relish is in Tops
I was
now.
going to say right top,
and in a couple other places.
Isn't it in Wegmans also? I think it's in Wegmans.
It might be in Wegmans too.
So I know the first place that promoted it was Tops.
Yes.
And so go out. What is it called?
Sadie's Relish.
Sadie's Relish.
Yes.
So big up to Sadie's Relish. Go out there. Mike Johnson is on Facebook, says, thank you for the Roswell shout out. Meant it from my heart. Mia says, Sidney Clanton of Clanton Real Estate paved the way. Come on, y'all.
There you go.
Y'all gonna make me shout so others could follow behind him. He was our why for opening. Yeah.
Wow.
Jeanette Parker says, Sydney was my friend. This is what I'm talking about. Give me another business that I got to go over and try those wings. Willie's son.
7-1.
All of us drawing a blank.
It's 11.
Something. But I saw a picture of some other day on Facebook. I could almost smell that sauce coming off of those wings. So we got to try them out. Give me a business, see? Give me a business. 541. It's so many. 0866.
Well, I'm going to talk about electrician, Al the electrician. He's a great electrician, and we need licensed electricians because I hear a lot of folks are getting the work done without licensed people. So Al the electrician, and I'm going to give you his number.
Can you give out his number like that? He going to be all right?
No.
You better get his permission.
Al the electrician.
Yeah, if you
That's
go,
a business.
we got. So if you want to find Al, you can call the church and we can connect you because you got to get his permission before you give out his cell number or line. At 541-0866. We got a caller. All right, caller, you're on the air. Give me a business.
Bishop.
Go ahead, talk to him. He can't hear me.
Go ahead, Rob.
Bishop, how's it going?
Good. Give me a business.
This is Rob Cornelius. You got to shout out the banker who's taking care of all these black small businesses in the city of Buffalo.
Go ahead, shout it out.
You already know it's myself, Rob Cornelius, KeyBank Medical Campus.
Where you at? Where you located? Where can somebody come and talk to you about a mortgage or about a loan or about banking? Where you at?
For your small business needs, I'm right at 1001 Main Street, Buffalo, New York. But I do want to shout out MMB.
Yes, sir.
And also, I want to shout out the Hoagie Stop and Brothers Restaurant. Those three guys are doing amazing work in the city.
Rob, tell me about the Hoagie Shop because I saw a picture of them too, and I'm going to try them out.
Oh, my God. Byron, a young African-American young man who's about to open up his fourth location in the city of Buffalo.
He's got 3 already?
He got Clinton Street. He has Allen. He has the old Tony's Ranch House.
Oh, he's open. I didn't know that.
I only knew about the one on Clinton.
Is he open over at Tony's?
Not yet. It's coming soon. Then he has one on Hurdle further up, like in the further past Elmwood on Hurdle's about to open up.
So what's different about his place than a regular sub?
Scotty's.
Ah, okay. All right. Big ups.
That's the taste.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. 541-0866. Thank you, man. I really, this is what I love this. I love this. Mike Johnson said it's at 11.
At 11, yeah.
At
That's
11.
Right on Main Street, Main and Word Spirit.
And Jen Mia says the relish is real good. I've gone through 2 jars already. Use it on hot dogs, hamburgers, and salads, she says.
Okay.
And salads.
Yeah.
We got a caller?
Yes.
Go ahead, talk to him.
Queen Doyle, you're on. Queen Doyle, you're on.
Sister Doyle, you're on.
Hello.
Hi, you're on the air. Try to talk to her, Mark. See if we got to make sure she can be heard. Justine Harris says, I sure wish more folks would host their
Good
events.
afternoon, Bishop.
Good afternoon, Queen.
Yes, I have a very special announcement I would like to make to the community.
Yes, ma'am.
I just finished writing my 13th book.
Oh,
Wow.
my goodness.
I finished writing it at 1 a.m. on Wednesday morning. The title of the book is My 45-Year Journey, Writing African American History in the Home, the School, and the Community.
Where can we get it?
It will be available on Amazon the last day of December.
Wow.
We
Wanted people to know that.
we just love
And,
you.
I think people will find it very interesting. There's a lot of history in it, and there's some things in the book that people do not know about me. Thank you, Bishop, for allowing me to make this announcement.
You can always make
Queen.
the announcement right on Amazon.com when it's live. She'll call us back and you can go on, and I am definitely going to buy it. Justine Harris on Facebook says, I sure wish more folks would host their events at our businesses. We have several event places like the McCoy Center. Did you know you can rent the McCoy Center and have access from 6 a.m. to midnight? I wish we understood that you can rent one of our venues and one of our caterers. Big ups to that. And they're expanding. They're getting ready to do some housing over in that area. So proud of the Church of God in Christ. I'm not sure which jurisdiction it is, but I'm so proud of them getting into the housing market and to the venue market. They've been in the venue market for a long time. So big ups to the Church of God in Christ, to the jurisdiction that is running that. We got a caller. I love it, folks. I love it.
Proctor Car Wash and Barber Shop at 1294 East Delavan.
At 12.
Sinclair,
Tell me where's that located near?
Roslyn.
Delavan near Roslyn. It's a hand car wash?
Yeah, hand car wash.
All right. I didn't even know about that.
Know about that one either.
Well, how much is a car wash?
He's been there. All positive comments that I've been seeing. I don't have a car. It's my son.
Okay.
Jonathan Macklin, and he's had business like for 3 years now.
Big ups. What time is he open?
I think he opens like at 9.
At 9.
He takes appointment. He'll come get your car, bring it back to you. He does hand car wash. He has a movie theater in there.
What?
He also has the barber shop in the front.
I got to ride past.
You said, what was that?
Delavan near Roslyn.
Give the address again. 1294.
1294 East Delavan.
1294
Proctor Car Wash.
Proctor Car Wash. Thank you for calling and letting us know.
Okay, and another one, Sinclair at 700 Main Street.
What is that?
Jason, that's a barber shop. It's got a barber shop in there, a spa, a beautician's in there.
Well, I'm looking at your son's place right now, and I have never paid attention. 1294. Proctor's
That's
Car Wash
Jason
and Barbershop.
Macklin.
All right. Thank you,
And
sweetheart.
my granddaughter, she has a business in the same place at 700 Main. KM5 Boutique is called. She's 23 years old.
Wow, your family is doing the thing.
Wow.
Yes, she's in the same place as Sinclair's, but it's KM5 Boutique.
And that was at 700 Main Street?
Yes.
700 Main Street.
700 Main Street.
Thank you.
Wow. Her family. See, that's what we're talking about. Talking about building generational wealth. Talking about because when your children see you, in business,
Yep.
it encourages them. I believe. I'm looking at the 700 Main Street right now, and it's got a. I do know where that. Yeah, because in the window, yeah, there it is.
And I want to shout out Main Events Banquet Hall. There's some residents of mine actually manage that banquet hall, which I've been to a number of events at 1420 Main Street. Just everything is just fantastic when you do events there. Just like Justine was saying, we should be doing events and things at facilities that we own. So
Yeah.
Main Events is right across from the
NFTA.
NFTA.
Main in Utica.
Oh, I thought you said in your district.
No, the owners are from my district.
Yeah, that used to be the old Channel 7.
Yep.
Old Channel 7. So everybody who's from Buffalo
Main
know
Events.
Main Events Banquet Hall.
And I wanted to
go
clean
ahead.
up. It's at 11 Wings and Cuisines at 3225 Main Street at Main and Winspear.
And they open in the later afternoon because I've
Yep.
tried to go at noon. They're not open at noon. And maybe they've changed it. But I definitely have to go. You told me about a chicken and waffle place.
Crenshaw Chicken and Waffles on Chandler Street. I ran into the owner the other day. He said we got to come over and try them out. Of course, they specialize in chicken and waffles, but I have seen their menu before, so I haven't had a chance to try them, but I have heard good things about them over on
I'm
Chandler
looking at
Street.
them right now. Crenshaw Chicken and Waffles, 37 Chandler Street. You can order online. They've got Uber Eats. And hold on. Ooh, this look good. Hold on. It's got some like a glaze.
Yeah.
Now, I think I like the glaze more than I like. Let me see. Let's look at the menu. All right. Just specialty waffles. They got waffle fries, chicken breast looking crispy like a mug. Some places you go, they just got a little chicken strip.
Yeah.
I don't want a chicken
I
strip.
just got a cosign from the station that Crenshaw is really good.
For real?
Yeah, from the station.
From an eater. Now you got to give me a foodie.
Yeah.
If it's somebody over there that weighs
No,
60 pounds, don't give me. I need somebody. I need somebody got some girth on them. You weigh 60 pounds. Talking about this good. All you didn't have was a salad. Hold on. We said we was going by there today.
Yes, we
We're
did.
going to try to go by there
Yeah.
today. So they do have chicken tenders if you'd rather have a chicken tender with a waffle, but they got chicken breast and specialty waffle. They got a something called a Greedy Greg's chicken sandwich. And if you're into seafood, they have a seafood pasta. So if we don't get over there today, we will get over there soon. Let me see. What you got?
I was getting ready to say I'm looking on.
Greedy Greg's.
I was looking on the stream. County Ledge. Owen Steed said Angie's Soul Kitchen and Simply Soul Niagara Falls. Now let me tell you, Simply Soul in Niagara Falls.
I met him over there one
Yeah,
day. We was
yeah.
both in there. Now, I'm going to say this because I tell the truth. Some of our restaurants take a little longer.
Yes.
To get your food, and I'm going to tell you why.
Because they cook it from scratch.
They got to cook it from scratch.
Yes.
Because if you don't have the business coming in constantly,
Yes.
I'm not going to say like a chain restaurant, you got to go back there and think about it when you go in your own kitchen. You can't put out a meal in 5 minutes. First of all, I don't want you to bring me.
No.
If your chicken is cooked in 3 minutes,
Yeah.
bruh, keep it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You may wait a minute,
Yeah.
but when it get to your table,
Yeah.
it's hot,
Yes.
it's fresh,
Yes.
and you know it ain't no salmonella in it.
No. No.
And it's good.
It's good.
It's good and cooked.
Now take it from Owen. He a foodie,
Yeah.
and I'm not a foodie, but I am a foodie.
Yeah.
I can't eat big amounts.
Yeah, neither can I anymore.
Yeah, I just so I know I'm bringing it home.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying not to be like my mother. My mother buys a hamburger and only eat half of it at the restaurant.
Oh, no.
And she bringing it home. It's getting 8 for the next 2 days.
Oh, no.
You think I'm kidding you? You think I'm kidding you? But I did. I started doing that. I started doing it. I got to say a big shout out to one of our members, Ren. She said, I'll never talk about her food. I want her to get a restaurant because Ren can cook. She cooks over at the pantry on Wednesdays when the clothing pantry is open. I wouldn't even want to go in there and get no clothes because you smelling real food happening from the back. Now we got a repass tomorrow. One of my grandmother's longtime friends, Shirley Lott, passed.
Yeah.
And her funeral is tomorrow.
Yep.
Ren and Ty have already been in the kitchen cooking, like they were here yesterday.
Hallelujah.
Now,
Hallelujah.
I can't talk about the last kitchen crew because that was my mama. Right?
Yes.
But my mama said, "Listen, I can't do this no more.
Yeah.
Y'all." We used to buy chicken. Listen, I don't like them cooking that chicken in the back during the funeral because you
be trying to
smell
rush
it
through the
all
service.
through the church. It's old school over here at True Bethel now, like St. Luke.
You know that already mentioned
St. Luke.
Them chickens.
St. Luke. I don't care what. They didn't get it from no Walmart. They didn't get it from Tops.
No, sir.
Them women would be in that kitchen.
Yes, sir.
Seasoning that chicken, frying that chicken, and dropping that chicken, and all you smelled through the whole thing. Through the whole thing. When my grandmother died, I was upstairs going, hurry up and finish this eulogy.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was getting ready to say, when we walked through that repass the other week, I was in the kitchen for
Wasn't
30
it for real?
Oh, I walked in the kitchen for 30 seconds and then I got it on my clothes. So now I'm sitting in the funeral like, I smell like chicken. I wanted chicken.
Big ups to the volunteers here. Come on, give me another business. Shucks, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Just businesses that you normally, we just don't talk a lot about, you know?
Wow.
If y'all know any plumbers out there, certified,
Yes.
Kevin Pitts, I had my sink clogged, and I think he works for a company, so he just happened to be off that day and helps me out. But came to my house doing work. We need to know about black electricians.
Absolutely.
We need to know about African American plumbers and bricklayers, because since Mr. Black has gone on, his son is in business. Matter of fact, he did work at my house. But Mr. Black and people like Clark Eaton and all those people who have passed on, we in this building because of them. We couldn't afford to do the work. Tony Durant, who's still with us. Tony came in this building. He's a carpenter like none other, and came in this building, did most of all of the walls in here. We helped, but he was the guy, and that's how you build black business and black people. I'm not afraid to say that.
I was going to say, isn't Pastor Benning, doesn't he have a concrete business?
Blacktop, yep.
So you trying to get your driveway sealed?
And I don't know if he's doing it right now because he's been ill.
Okay.
But we can still say, because all the blacktop that I have, all the blacktop at my house, the black was from him, and he knows what he's doing. Justine says, I know I had absolutely no problems with Hustle and Soul. I think is the name, Hustle and Soul in Niagara Falls. Oh, that's a chicken and waffle place. I did a review, I believe, on that. And let me tell you this. You can't sit in there. You can only walk in.
Okay.
But the customer service of the brothers behind the counter and the food, I could not drive back to Buffalo to eat it. I had to eat it in the car.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I didn't want to get back, and now it's not hot and it's not crunchy. I needed it right then and there. Sometimes I sit in the kitchen at a funeral, so I have a spot.
That's just the one that just
Folk, Owen Steve just said on Facebook, hold on. I got to get myself together. Sometimes I sit in the kitchen at a funeral, so I have a spot. Oh my gosh. I should not enjoy doing what I do this much. Star Funderburg says, our mommy, why do I keep taking my glasses off? Because they dirty. Our mommy, village doula, and family assistants. All right.
Okay.
Star, give us some information. Put up a number or something like that. Our mommy, village doula. Let me look that up. Although I ain't going to need no doula, and I hope none of my kids do anytime soon.
No.
But you never know. I might have a member. Our mommy, what did it say? Village doula. Village.
Yes. And she tagged him. Hold on, let me click.
She did?
She tagged him in that post.
Doula. Let's see. I don't even see the tag on mine. Doula. Okay, let me look. Our mommy, village community, doula lactation, postpartum support. All right, come on. And they have a Facebook page, and it is support provided prioritizing the safety of Black women. See, this is what I'm talking about. So if you know, oh, wow, this website is fantastic. Eliminating barriers to improve mother-child health before, during, and after your pregnancy and birth journey. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you for that. I can give you a number. Matter of fact, you can just, contact is right here. Here we go. I love this show. 716-449-8283. And they accept Visa, MasterCard. I don't know about health plans, but call them and see. 716-449-8283.
I was getting ready to say I'll run through. I was going to say I'll run through the social media, the Ink Spot on Jefferson for all your printing and mailbox needs. Yeah,
they do because where Dr. Uzo's place is used to be Rosenberg Printing, and everybody went over there to get their obituaries and all that done, and now I see so many people who go over to the Ink Spot.
Yes.
So if you look at that area of Jefferson, again, I'm promoting it. You got Mandela's and African with his car, with his place. Then you got the restaurant next to that. Can't call it, but I have done a review. Solo Eats.
Yes.
And then you have next to that the Ink Spot.
Yes.
Now I don't know who owned the car wash, but people over there all the time.
Yep.
But that's business. That's business. If you're gonna get your gas, now I don't get gas, but once in a while I go to Mandela's. If I don't go to Mandela's, it's because I'm on E. I'm far away. Right. I'm far away. And they didn't even charge me when I drove off with the pump still in my car and ripped it off of the I ripped the pump off of the thing. And I'm gonna tell you why. I was driving my little bug. I forgot the pump was in there. I went in for something, and then somebody started talking to me, and then I just jumped in the car, and the next thing I hear, I was so no. So here's the point: there is a cutoff. So if you separate it, it automatically cuts it off. And I wasn't pumping any. But do you know how embarrassing that was to back up and have to go inside and say, I did this. And I was like, here's my phone number in case there's.
I want to mention.
They say health insurance is acceptable at Our Mommy Village.
Oh, good.
Okay, go ahead.
Henry Mingo, I just did a rehab project. He did the drywall and painting. He did spray painting. Well, spray painting for the drywall.
In the room?
Yes, Henry Mingo Jr. And so he has a Facebook page. So if you're interested in someone doing drywall and painting,
because I do.
brother.
I got a room. I need drywall.
Yes,
I have
Henry
a room.
Mingo Jr.
I want to, yes. Henry Mingo Jr. He has a Facebook page.
His Facebook page.
So you can go over there. So you really, and I saw the work. I saw the work.
Now I don't think he shows some of the work, but this is his personal page. But you can send him an instant message and say, "Hey, can you connect with me regarding some drywall or paint work?"
And he came down to the chambers.
Yes, he sure did.
Came down
Small business.
Yeah, for small business. So check him out. Somebody said bike shop. There's a bike shop
on Jefferson and Glenwood.
On Jefferson and Glenwood. Didn't know that. Now I got to get my bearings. Jefferson,
right,
Glenwood,
right. It's the end of our district, so it's right there at the end of.
I didn't know there was a bike shop.
Yeah, I didn't know this either because I thought that's where Meriwether Library is, and then there's that little flat building. I didn't know there was.
I had no idea there was a bike shop. Listen, go ahead.
It says Holistic Cycles, Black woman-led bike shop on Jefferson.
I didn't know that. Like regular bike? You can go get your bike fixed?
I have no idea.
What's the name of it?
Holistic Cycles.
Holistic Cycles. Let's see. Oh, yep. And Mobility Bank. I don't know what that means, but I'm telling y'all right now, it is. Now, and it says on the building, bicycle shop.
Really?
And they have a website. Folks, see, this is what I'm talking about.
Communication. Sharing,
and
uplifting.
But like you said, that whole strip of Jefferson, kudos to them and them starting, trying to get the Jefferson Business Association launched from Golden Cup to, My Spot Premier Cigars to I think that they're trying to figure out what to do with Mike's Lounge. So everyone is working together in that strip to make it a actual business corridor.
Yeah.
I know I got to send it over to the station to pay the bills, but they just opened this bike on August 18th. They had a grand opening. And this is black people. They got bikes, and I did not know this. Wow. Amen. Thank you all for today. Give the date again for your meeting.
Wednesday, October 25th from 6 to 7:30, right at True Bethel Baptist. What's missing in the black community?
They even fix flats over there on the bike. That's a problem when you get a bike. That's hard to do. They fix flats. Fix a flat and heal. I love this. Listen, got to run. Hobson's the Doctor of Dry Cleaning. Speaking of businesses, the reason you were able to advertise your business today and to push businesses of our community is because of Hobson's the Doctor of Dry Cleaning, 874 East Delavan, and of course, Brian K. Lewis Funeral Home. In your hour of need, you can look it up on Google or call 411 and tell them you need Brian K. Lewis Funeral Home. Until next week, I'm throwing it over to the station. Power to the people.